and welcome back to my channel where I, Katelyn, joined by Sapphire, teach you the beauty basics so that you can feel confident with your existing makeup skills so you can get out there and show up bigger for the more important parts of your life. In today's video, I am sharing all my tips on how to apply foundation on dry skin so that you can achieve that beautiful, buttery, flawless face. Now, if you don't already know what your skin type is, I have created this fun skin analysis quiz that you can take for free and learn all about what your skin type is. The link is in the description box below. Now, before we jump into this week's video, I just wanted to share that during this global pandemic, I am putting on free online makeup workshops every single Saturday while we're all practicing social distancing, where you'll just come get ready with me and we'll put our makeup on together. There'll be plenty of opportunity to ask me as many questions as you want. You'll learn all my tips and tricks, but more importantly, you'll get a chance to connect with other people and be a part of a community. If you want to snag your spot, I put a link below, so go ahead, reserve your spot today, and most importantly, guys, just stay home and stay healthy. Mwah. Now let's get into that video. So I'm going to share with you what I do when my skin is a little bit on the drier side. Now I have combination skin, so I'm oilier through my T-zone, but I do have these dry patches that are in the corner of my mouth that I can't get rid of for whatever reason. I start with first exfoliating my skin, and I try to do this at least 1 to 2 times a week, and this will just help prevent your foundation from sticking to those dead skin cells that sit on top, which can give you the appearance of scaly looking skin when you have makeup on. I go ahead and I apply a hydrating mask. Now ideally I do this about 2 to 3 times a week. I love this clay mask because it helps to balance the moisture level in my skin, and it pulls out any excess oils and impurities, and personally I find that it works really well on my blackheads. So you're going to go ahead and apply that onto your damp face and let it sit for about 15 minutes. As I'm showing you here, if you look closely to my nose area, which is where I get a lot of blackheads, you can actually visibly see it pulling out all those impurities. So following that, I apply this sheet mask, and this is seriously a secret weapon for your skin. My skin always feels so smooth and hydrated after, plus there is a ton of serum left over that I always save for the next day and the next day and just implement it as part of my regular skincare routine. So you're just going to apply it on your face and let it sit for 15 minutes, do whatever you want, and just more importantly, make sure to scare your kids with it. And like, see what I mean when I say that there's so much leftover serum in it? This is what I mean. Don't throw this package away. Once you peel off that face mask, really make sure that that serum air dries to allow it to absorb properly into the skin. We're going to follow up with an overnight hydrating lotion. This is the overnight face jelly, and it is definitely my go-to. You may have seen me use it a couple times in some of my videos I post on Instagram. Okay, so last step is applying your night repair cream. Now this is something that I do every single night regardless. I just absolutely love it. And again, when we're sleeping, that's when our body repairs itself, so no different for your skin. So really important to use a heavier night cream. And I just apply some product right onto my face. Oh, I always use too much product, so maybe don't use my guidelines. But on top of that face jelly, and again, you're just gonna wake up with that beautiful rejuvenated skin, and it's kind of like your skin got a drink of water overnight. So that was what I do the night before. Now the day of, before I apply my makeup, I am using a moisturizer that is specifically for hydration. Now once I apply it, you want to make sure to allow it to dry for at least 5 to 10 minutes before you move on to your makeup. So now that you let your gel cream dry and be absorbed into the skin, you're going to go ahead and apply a primer. A primer is really important to make sure your makeup applies really smooth and stays in place, especially if your makeup is going to be on for a longer period of time. If you have dry skin, a primer will also prevent your skin from entirely soaking up that foundation, causing you to use more foundation than necessary. And most importantly, when you're applying your primer, you're going to actually press it into your skin rather than rubbing or spreading it around. And that's because you want that primer to fill all the pores and crevices and creases in your skin, which is what the primer is meant to do. Now, a secret weapon for dry skin is using a facial oil. A facial oil is like basically giving your skin a drink of water. I love mixing my facial oil in with my foundation when I really want to achieve that dewy look. So let's go ahead and talk about foundation. So make sure you're using some form of liquid foundation and stay away from powders. A powder will only suck up any extra moisture that you don't have to spare, causing your skin again to be very dry and give that cakey appearance. I love this one in particular because it gives me a nice sheen finish without feeling like it's hitty, like it's heavy on my skin. Now, concealing the under eye area, you want to go in with, obviously again, a liquid concealer. As we age, the skin under our eyes loses the moisture the soonest than the rest of our skin. So if you are finding that as you're aging, that skin is getting drier and drier, that is normal. Now, obviously with dry skin, it's going to become an issue of creasing our concealer and needing a setting powder to prevent that. But because we don't want to apply too many powders on our face, we want to keep that concealer to a minimal. So just a little dab in that inner corner and spreading it outwards like I am doing will actually go a really long way and prevent you from having to use a ton of powder. And go ahead and add concealer to any other areas you want to conceal. But obviously we still want our concealer not to crease and to stay on all day. So you want to apply just a very thin, small layer of that setting powder where you applied that crease and just kind of, again, stipple it right onto wherever you put that concealer on. And use any leftover on your beauty blender and apply it on top of any other areas that you've needed to conceal. Last step is using a setting spray. A setting spray will melt any of the powders that you did have sitting on top of your foundation and leaving you with a really beautiful, nice finish. Plus, it offers a hydrating mist. So if you feel like your skin is getting dry throughout the day, just go ahead and mist yourself. Now, if you want to know my secrets to creating that flawless face every single time, no matter what your skin type is, I've created this 5-step simple formula for you for free, and you can go ahead and check out the link below. And what I want to know today is, are you still putting makeup on while you're at home practicing social distancing? Let me know in the comments. And of course, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at kate.redding, where I post a lot of other fun little mini makeup videos. And of course, if you do one of my looks, I would love to see it, so make sure to tag me and I will feature you on my feed. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and I encourage you to subscribe to the channel if you want to keep learning beauty basics just like this one. Go ahead, hit that notification bell too so that you're notified every single time I post a new video. I can't wait to see you guys next week. Bye.